Hi everybody, it's Robin with Uniquely Robins. We're going to work on our water elements again today. First thing I want to do is, I have this really thin, pretty lace, and I thought, I didn't want to put a lot of lace on this, but I thought I would just run a strip down through here on the front and the back. And I thought that would look really nice on there and make that white pop on that black background. So let's do that first. See if I can get a straight thing of glue on here. Okay, hold on a minute, because I got a film here that I need to get off of that. There we go. All right, let's try that again. I'm just gonna go right down through here as straight as I can. We'll straighten this up a little bit anyway. Try to work it to get it straight. There we go. All right. I have just a piece of an envelope that I have gotten. I'm just going to lay it on there to where if it sticks, it's going to stick to that and we can get it off, rather than sticking to the disc. And we're going to do the same thing around the back side. Just one little strip through there. Now this kind of a book, again, is made to be able to take the pages out and work with them and then put them back in when you're done. And then that way, when it's full, you can take them out and replace them with other things. Okay. And I want to put some dangles on here with some charms on it. Grab it's not there. Let me see here. I have some little bead things and hooks and stuff in here. Not a lot. I don't have a lot of that kind of stuff, but I do have a few things. I think we might use that. Kind of like that. I was thinking about using one of these and just put some on the bottom, but the ones I have are silver, and I don't really think that would look nice with that, so maybe we'll use this. I'm not sure. I don't have very many silver hooks and things. Let's see what we have in the other one. Just have a bunch of like piecey part things. I kind of like that. or something. Well, there's that feather I was looking for the other day. I thought I had some I'll leave that out. From a project I'll need that for. Sorry about the noise. Okay, not having much luck there, am I? Oh, that might work. I can find enough little hooky things. Trying to make do with what I have. The supplies are not as good as they used to be. I thought I had some little silver jump rings, but some of these, that one might. If I had any more, there's one. Just have some little piecey parts of things here and there. I think those are all beads, I think. What do they have here? What am I having? Let's take what we got here and see what we can do with it. I definitely need these and these. All right, let's see. Let's see about using this one. If we put this on here, get it open. Get started, then we can hook that to our top. And let's take this little guy here. I think it has a there. I only have one pair of these, so I'm going to use these as holders and hope I don't break it. Try not to push too hard. I think it opens. This might be one that doesn't open. I thought it did. Yeah, it does. I think. Well, we really need 2 pairs of needle nose pliers, which I used to have, but I don't know what happened to the other pair. All right, let's put the little fish on there. Yeah, and we'll put him down here at the bottom. Then we can close this back up. I do know that when you work with these little jump rings, that they say instead of pulling them apart to twist them. So it doesn't hurt the integrity of it, I guess. I'm going to squeeze it a little bit right there. All right, so now we have a little fish on there. Now let's put this one. This is It's not easy to do when your hands shake so much. And let's put him, I'll try to hook him on both of these. Okay. It's really hard to do when your hands are not steady. Okay, let's put the little starfish on there. And put that back together. I know you're not really supposed to squeeze them, but I always crimp them just a tiny bit to make sure they're not going to fall off. So we have those two. Now let's put one more on. Oh, this is like that other kind. I don't really like this that well. This is more like the keychain ones that you get. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on there. I can get this on there. It's just getting it onto that hoop that it might be the problem. We'll see. Okay, now getting him on the hoopy thing may cause me an issue. I don't know. Well, maybe it might be easier. It's not going to go on both of them, which I was hoping it would do, but if we can get it on there, we'll be okay. Come on, turn, turn, turn. Okay. I think we're on there. Yeah, I think so. Well, maybe not all the way. Goodness gracious. Okay. There we go. Now I can push that back together. Okay. So we have 3 little danglies on there. We have our well, okay. I don't know how that got on the other side of that fish. Okay, but we have our fish, our shell, and our starfish. And we're going to try to hook that up here at the top. Let's see where we want it. Do we want it to dangle? I think about right there. So we're going to take our gator and make our hole about right. I want it close to the top. Right there. Okay. There we go. Needed to be a little on the bigger side. All right. Now we have, let's try a blue one. See what it looks like up there. Maybe. All right. Somebody was asking me the other day, I think it was Jaw, was asking me how I poked my holes. And I use this gator now, but you can also use regular hole punch. I don't know if that would be a little bit bigger, maybe. Sometimes when you get really thick on here like this, though, your regular hole punch won't go through it. Now my husband has taken, I don't know where they're at right at the second, but old screwdrivers, either flathead screwdrivers or the star screwdrivers work the best, the Phillips heads. Old ones that no longer work as screwdrivers anymore, and he will grind them down to make a point, and that's what I use instead of an awl, because I don't have an awl, as a pokey tool, and that works really well. I just used that screwdriver to enlarge that hole just a tiny bit so I could get that in there. Now we'll crimp him down. Use that side. I don't know if these have numbers or anything. I'm still working on how to use this tool. So, I do know I have to push that all the way up in order for it to do what I want it to do. I haven't had this very long, so I'm still playing around with it. But yeah, that worked pretty good. Okay. All right, now try to put our little dangly up there. Hoping I don't get out of frame where you can see what I'm doing. Just opening this, trying to open this clamp up. Actually, where's that screwdriver at? This will help me. Open it just enough that hopefully I can get it to go through that hole. Just turn it. To get it in there. To make sure I get that back through there. Okay, so there we have it, through there. Now I can clamp that back together. The best as I can anyway. All right, so there we have our little dangly at the top. I kind of like that. I wish I could have got that other one to only hold on to the both of them, but I couldn't, so. Yeah, I kind of like that though. Got your starfish, your shell, and your little, see, because this looks like it's a lighthouse. It's by the sea, so that brings it into perspective a little bit. Okay, now we're going to cover the inside. And I'm going to see, move this stuff out of my way. What papers we have left of this kit. May have to print one out. Yep. I'm going to have to print one out. Well, I thought I did, but I haven't. So I'll just get it printing real fast here, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I got those printed out. I printed out 2 of these. I think we're going to use those on the front and the back. I kind of like that it'll match this page here. So let's see where we want to cut it. I think I want to use this side. Have to straighten that up a little bit there. I think it's about the right width. We just need to trim this side up a little bit here at the bottom. So it's not quite straight. There we go. We'll find our mark and cut that. All right. Yeah, that'll look nice on there. Okay. I'm going to make this one a blank journal and put the ephemera in the front and the back. That way, whoever gets it can finish it, decorating it up themselves and put the ephemera where they'd like for it to be. There are some people who like to buy journals that are not completely finished, so they can finish them, especially if they're just starting out and making journals. It gives them a place where to start. And there are some people who just like to make ephemera and put it in. And I will probably put a couple of blank, not blank, but a couple of sheets of the paper in with it so that they can make pockets or whatever, tags, whatever they want to make with it. Okay. And let's make a pocket. I want it to be a fairly good size pocket. Actually, I think I'm going to use this on the back. And make the pocket this same one so that it looks the same. Okay, where did I? Yeah, now couldn't see my mark there for a minute. All right, we'll use that one on the back too. Okay, let's see how high up we want it. I would say probably about right here. Because I want it to be a fairly deep pocket. I want these both to be the same. And I always include any larger scraps that I have when I make a journal like this that I'm not going to completely do the inside. I always leave the larger scraps so people can use those to make tags or pockets or whatever they want. So they have some of that. Okay, I'm going to have to trim this a little bit because I always rather make it too big than not big enough. I don't want it to go over the rest of it. I want it to be even with the paper that I put down there. Okay, so let's put this pocket on. Just kind of line it up with what you got, what you have. And again, push in at the top just a tiny bit. That gives you a little more room in your pocket. Okay. And then we have this little ephemera that we can stick in there. Little tags. Okay, it goes that direction. There's lots and lots of room in there. I really like this shell. think we're going to add this little guy right here. Just because. Like we have these two big pieces left, I will stick those down in there also. They can make tags or cards or whatever they'd like out of that. And I think with this one, on the back we might. Now this piece here, you can cover this, or you can leave it plain, but if you cover it, make sure you cover it before you put it together, or take it apart and cover it. Make sure your holes are in there. I kind of like the contrast of that black, so I may just leave it like that. All right, let's go to the back. Put him on there. My first COVID shot yesterday, and having some troubles with my arm is really sore. And it just feels weak. I'm having a hard time using it. Okay, we want him to go there. Well, did get me some glue ordered, and at first it said it was going to be here yesterday, and it didn't come with the rest of the stuff that I had ordered. Now it's telling me it's going to be the end of the month before it gets here. Kind of babying my glue, hoping it'll hold out. I have some tacky glue, but I just don't really like it as well. It's kind of thick. All right, so we have our pocket back here, and we'll put some of our ephemera in that. I know somewhere I have a couple of other pieces of larger scraps that I had from this. I'm pretty sure I do. If not, I did really well on scraps this time. And I'm going to put these little flowers down in here. Hopefully not break their little stems. Hanging out of the pocket. So they have some stuff to play with. I really like this shell. I think I'm going to put this on here, but as like a tuck spot on the front. Okay. Then we might actually just stick these down in there. Have a little tuck spot and some extra stuff to play with. Oops, it worked so well, did it? Put him back on there. Let me make sure I'm putting him on the right direction. Yeah. There we go. think I can run it through both of them. I'm gonna look and see. There it is. I could get the end, just barely go through there. Might be too fat. Oh, wait, I think we got it. There we go. Now it won't come off. Okay, so there we have it. Now I have some of these beads. From my stash. And I think we're going to put some of those down along this bottom. We got some starfish, just those kind of beads. And I'm thinking with these, we might put in between those there. Let's see what it looks like. Just to bring a little femininity to it. And if you don't put the lace on, you don't put these on, this could be a kind of a masculine journal, depending on the papers you use inside and things. I like those too. Do I like those on there? Debating. Let's leave them sit there for a little bit while we... My rivets are a little off down here. This one should have been over that way a little bit more. Let's see, we have some white ones, these blue ones. We just kind of... maybe put a couple of these here and there. I don't want that pink one, that's a little bright. Yeah, I kind of like that down there. And I know they're not even colored and stuff, which bothers me, but it probably doesn't bother anybody else. Well, let me glue those down because I do like those. Hope everybody's doing well, and I've checked out the UCC video this week and supported the channels on there. Come on now. It's a good thing that glue dries clear. Let's see, do I like that or not? I do, but it kind of makes... Yeah, let's put them on there. Why not? Whoops, where'd he go? hiding from me up there. Oh. I put the lid back on my glue. Silly me. My grandkids over the weekend. Had the oldest grandkid, Andrew, this weekend. It was his weekend to stay with us, and my daughter came with daughter and son-in-law came with the other two little ones, and they decided they wanted to stay too. So we had all three of them Saturday night, which was very fun. And again, this lace here and this I got from Pamela Joy. Her link is below if you want to go check out her selling site that she has. I just want to cut a few of these little stars off and see what they look like if I stick them up here in the sky. Move that out of the way. And maybe one more. Don't know. Not sure if I like that or not. Ah, get on there. Really? That one doesn't want to go. Yeah, there. Well, no, I don't really like it because if they were silver, I would. But we'll just save them and use them on another project. No problem. If they were silver, I would have really liked them. Okay. Let's see here. I think pretty much this one is complete. And like I said, I will print out some extras to go with this, extra pages that whoever gets this journal can use to play with inside. I know I have some extra pieces somewhere that were just like leftover little squares and strips. I'm pretty sure. I know I didn't print very many of these out at one time because I knew I wasn't going to use a lot of them, but I'm sure I still have some scraps left. I don't have a lot, but some. To give them, you know, stuff to play with, and may stick a little piece of that leather in there in case they want to make a latch for it or something. But there you have it. This is our little water elements journal that has the replaceable pages in it. You can just unscrew it and take them out and decorate them, put them back in. You can take them out and write in them, put them back in. When they get all full, you can take them out and replace them with new ones. That's the main reason why I like these kind of journals is that once they're full, you can take these books out and store them somewhere so you still have them, and then refill it so you can still use your journal cover, which I do like, kind of like recycling it. Especially if you get one that you really, really like, and I have one that I really, really like, but it's not made like this, so I can't do that, and I don't want to write in it because once it's full, then it just sits on the shelf, and I don't get to see it so much anymore. So, just a different idea to give you, you know, something else for your repertoire that you can do. I have a couple other spine ways that we will also play around with in the weeks to come. So we're gonna set this up here out of the way and see where we're at. Okay, we have a few minutes. I think with this other kit, I did want to use this. I know we made cards out of this, but I did want to use the rest of this ephemera and stuff and make something else out of it. I was hoping to have time to do that, and I think we will now. And I think what we're going to do with these are we're going to make some small one signature journals. We'll just make a couple of small one signature journals. That way we will have them. Some people like these just real small, kind of like traveler's size notebooks, only they're a little wider than what a traveler's notebook is. But usually a travel size notebook is just like a one signature journal. So that's what we're going to do with a couple of these. I'm going to figure out which pages I want for the outside. I really like this one and that one. We might end up making 4, but I know we're going to make at least 2. So we'll start with those 2 pages. Actually, I may put this on the inside. I like to double my pages this way with cardstock. That way it's a lot sturdier. Your cover's a lot sturdier and will last a little longer. So let's go ahead and do that with these for now. Then if we want to make more later, we can always print out more. Again, that's one of my favorite things about digital kits, other than the fact that they're gorgeous. Saves you a lot of time making stuff. But they are yours forever. So you can print them out as many times as you like. It's not a print them out once and you can't ever use them again. Which is great because I usually end up printing out several different kits or different pages. If I find one I like, I usually will end up printing out several of them. And I will trim this down once I get it all on here because it never matches up. Even if it's the exact same size, it never seems to match up for me. Okay. So let's fold it. Get our, where's my little bone folder? Oh, lost my bone folder again. Oh, I haven't done that in a while. When I was downstairs, I lost it all the time, but I haven't done that in a while up here. All right, we're gonna put this one on the inside of this page. I know we won't get this done today, but we'll finish it up tomorrow. But we'll get it started, and then I can put the blank pages in, because I always like to use that parchment paper as pages on the inside of my, especially one signature journal, so you have plenty of places to write. And put pockets and things. Okay, and we're going to fold him while he's still a little damp. Make sure that didn't creakle in there. No, okay. There for a minute it felt like it had a little crease in it. Okay. Now let's trim this. We're just going to trim just ever so slightly around the edges to make it nice and cohesive. And I will tonight print some more pages out so we can use for pockets and stuff inside. And tomorrow I will, I won't go ahead and sew the pages in. So I can do that tomorrow for those of you who say you don't know how to sew pages in and you'd like somebody to show you. I will do that tomorrow. It's really easy to do. But we will have 2 journals about this size. Probably put 10 pages in each one. That way, well, 5 or 10, which will give us 10 or 20 papers, which will give us that many pages because we're going to fold them in half. And again, we could just put one of these in there. That might fit. Nope, I cut it too small. Well, I could cut that down to fit, but I don't want to do that. That seems like a lot of waste. So we will use parchment paper. Now you can also make these junk journals where you have, maybe we'll make one of this kind of journal and one a junk journal, which has like the music paper and the coffee dyed paper and stained paper in it tomorrow. So we'll do that. I'll have to, I don't think I have any coffee dyed paper left. I might have to dye some. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I see some. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll make one a regular journal and one a what they call a junk journal with all different kinds of pages in it. And then I have cut all this ephemera out, so we will use that inside our journals. And these little tags probably also. I think one thing we're going to do with at least one set of these little tags, we can do it probably real fast here. Set that out of the way. I was looking at these the other day and I thought, well, we could put these on here and make what they call a layered tag, but take it one step further and make them pockets. So it will be a layered pocket tag. So if we put that like that, do the same thing to the next one. Whoops, knocked him over. And the same thing to this one. And you have a layered tag, but it's also pockets. Kind of cool, huh? Let's decorate this up right here. Do we have a little, well, he'd be too big. Need a little flower. Oh, that'd be pretty on there. Let's do that. Put him right in the middle. Could have made that a pocket too, but be awful tiny for one, and let's spruce him up a little bit with some stickles. Make him sparkle. I'm gonna have to get me some more stickles. One of my viewers got this for me. Life of me right offhand, I can't think of who it was. Mine like a sieve, I know that. That'll give it some sparkle. And then we can either glue this right to the pages and make a big pocket in the back, or whatever we want to do. We could decorate it up with some lace around the edges. We'll decide tomorrow what we want to do with that. Love this piece right here. I love, love, love that. We have these from Aisha's store that we will probably use inside here too. Maybe the top of pocket. That'd be beautiful on a pocket or down the seam or something. We will make it look pretty. Okay, well that'll be it for today. I will gather up the papers and things for tomorrow. That's cute. I thought I saw that. I would have moved that down and put that one on there too. I was looking for it, but it was kind of hiding from me. Didn't want to go on there, I guess. Okay, so we will work on that tomorrow. I'll gather up the things for that tonight. So we'll be ready to go tomorrow on that. Please check out the girls below. Show them some love. Check out the YouTube channels on the UCC video. Try to help support those people as well. You guys have a great evening. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.